If you're planning a trip to South Korea, you should watch this video carefully. South Korea has one of the best public transportation systems in the world, which is what many foreign tourists love using it. However, you may not be able to use cash to pay for a bus ride in South Korea, because the Seoul Metropolitan Government has announced a cashless bus policy. What is a cashless bus? Simply put, it's a city bus that doesn't have a cash fare box, meaning you can only pay with a transport card or mobile transport card to ride the bus. Seoul began piloting cashless buses on 18 routes in October last year and increased the number to 108 routes in January this year. Currently, about 5.6% of all city buses in Seoul operate as cashless buses. So why did they introduce cashless buses? The Seoul Metropolitan Government says the policy is intended to reduce the cost of managing cash receipts for city bus companies, prevent the spread of infectious diseases through cash, shorten ride times, and increase passenger convenience. In fact, only 0.6% of passengers currently pay cash on buses in Seoul. Bus companies have also been pushing for cashless buses, noting that maintaining fare boxes can be costly. But there are problems with cashless buses too. They can be inconvenient for vulnerable groups, such as the elderly and foreigners, who may not be comfortable using cards. Some passengers argue that cashless buses cause inconvenience by restricting consumers' payment methods. Others argue that it is a discriminatory system that does not consider the elderly and the financially excluded, who may not be familiar with credit cards or smart devices. So, what if you need to take a cashless bus but don't have a transport card or have a low balance? Seoul has come up with complementary measures for such passengers, such as installing QR codes at bus stops and inside buses that can instantly issue a mobile transport card or directing them to make a bank transfer. However, downloading a mobile transport card through a QR code requires a smartphone and an internet connection, and making a bank transfer requires a bank account and internet banking. These methods are not a complete solution, as passengers without smartphones, internet connections, or bank accounts may still experience inconvenience. For this reason, I recommend that international travelers planning a trip to South Korea get a transport card. Not only does it give you convenient access to cashless buses and other public transport, but it also gives you discounts on transfers. So how do you get and use a transport card? It's simple. You can buy a transport card at the airport or at a convenience store, and top up the balance with a charger or the T-Money app. In Korea, it's especially easy to buy a transport card as you can find convenience stores everywhere. When using a transport card, you need to tag it to the card reader both when you get on and when you get off. Otherwise, the correct fare may not be deducted or you may be charged extra. The city of Seoul says it is thoroughly preparing to ensure that there are no inconveniences or side effects from cashless buses. According to the city, the fare recovery rate of cashless buses was 99.6% as of last year, and it will decide whether to expand the implementation of cashless buses after further consideration of citizen convenience and costs. As other regions are also introducing or expanding cashless bus policies, it is likely that these policies will continue and spread. What do you think about cashless buses? Let us know in the comments, and if you're traveling to South Korea, why not try a cashless bus? If you found this video useful, please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching the video.